Welcome to the 2020 Colorado State Conservation Board Annual Report for Conservation Districts Training. My name is Nikki Brinson, and I work for the Colorado State Conservation Board within the Colorado Department of Agriculture, and I will be facilitating this training. Let's get started. An annual report can help you demonstrate your accomplishments to current and future donors, grants, county commissioners, and partners. It can help you cultivate new partnerships and give recognition to important people. However, conservation districts often struggle with what should be included in an annual report and what should be left out. The following is top 10 tips to help you get started. Number 1, focus on your accomplishments, not the activities. Constituents want to know what you did, but more importantly, they want to know why you did it. What were the results? Why did you spend your time and money the way that you did? And what difference did it make? Connect the everyday activities of your organization to your mission statement. Don't assume that readers will automatically understand how your activities help you achieve your mission, or even understand what a conservation district is and how they operate. Connect those dots for them. Tell them that you offer tree sales and tell them why. What do they get out of it? How does it help them? How does it help the land? And how does it help for the good of the entire district? Number 2, stop talking about internal stuff. Getting a high-speed internet connection in the office or new accounting software may be a big accomplishment for you and your staff, but they have nothing to do with your mission. Inspire the donors and grantors with accomplishments related to your mission in your annual report, and leave all administrative items for your report to your board meetings. Focus on what relates to them. Number 3, don't brag about your fundraising accomplishments. Landowners expect you to raise money, but fundraising achievements should not be celebrated in your annual report on the same level as your mission-related results. Readers would rather know what you did with the money than how you raised it. While it is appropriate to include information on how well your fundraising efforts are going, partnerships, and grants, it is best to place this information in the financial section of your report rather than in the front and center. This is especially if you are wanting them to contribute to your conservation district or a partner on a future project. Showing them that their money is going to do something good is the best approach. For example, your district receives $3,000 from the county commissioners to work on noxious weeds. You leverage those dollars by using that $3,000 to apply for grants and receive an additional $10,000 between state and federal partners. Tell them what that actually means. That all the above grants supported one full-time position in the conservation district, contributed approximately $40,000 to the local economy, and maybe 150 to 200 acres received noxious weed treatments that otherwise would have been left alone. Tip number 4, include photos in the annual report. Yes, photos are worth 1,000 words, and many of the people looking at your annual report will not actually read it. So show them what you've been doing with the use of photos. These pictures should show the people or animals that you help, not just your board members, executive directors, district managers, or major partners. They expect a story from you, and that story can be told even better with great pictures. Take before and after pictures of every project that your district participates in. Use them to tell your story. Now that you've got them looking at the photos to tell a story, use captions. Don't just state what's in the picture. Connect the photo to an accomplishment. If people read nothing but the captions in your annual report, they should still get a good sense of what the work that you did last year. How many acres of noxious weeds were treated? Where was the specific photo taken? And what is the impact of the project? Number 5, include personal profiles. Donors love real stories about real people. General summaries of your work will put your donors to sleep. Explain what you have accomplished overall, and then humanize your statistics with some personal profiles. Highlight how your work helped a particular individual. Share a board supervisor's story of how they made a positive difference in the community. Many conservation districts have long-time youth education workshops. Tell it, take pictures with proper authority, and explain visually, maybe an infographic of your poster contest, that it requires the assistance of one long-term FFA advisor 2 4-H leaders, 15 teachers, 2 board supervisors, and 1 district employee, but it has impacts over 600 elementary school children on the specific topic of water quality this year within the conservation district. This visual representation of data simply puts the above narrative into a visual picture. It is easier to understand and highlights the impact of 600 elementary students received information on water quality. Tip number 6, explain your financials. Many of your donors will not know how to read a financial statement or won't take the time to read it, let alone understand how your district brings them money. Include a paragraph or 2 that explains in very simple terms what the tables say. Try putting some of that information into a picture. The very act of designing an infographic forces you to simplify and then simplify some more. Text about numbers makes people's eyes glaze over. An infographic grabs their attention and explains your story. For example, 48 people attended beginning farmer and rancher workshops. 18 acres of new land was being managed by the Conservation District, and 23 farmers and ranchers received direct technical assistance. These are very quick, pointed pictures that tell the Conservation District story. Another example is using a chart, a table, or a combination of the two. You can also simplify that into project specific, as well as just a simple list of the top 5 district priorities and the revenue streams that are coming in through the district. Number 8, if you need more space in your annual report and need to cut some printing costs or are trying to focus your annual report specifically, you can also trim the donor list. Conservation districts need to strike a balance between using the space in their annual report to discuss their accomplishments and using it to recognize donors, partners, and grantors. If as much as half of your annual report is a donor list, you should consider scaling the list back to make room for more text and photos. Smaller donors can be recognized in other ways, such as newsletters and brochures. Also consider honoring donors and social media, posting photos of them after an event and supporting their work. Number 9, triple check your donor list. There's no better way to sabotage a future donation, partnership, or grant than to spell the donor's name wrong in your annual report. If you are uncertain about a name, don't guess, check it with the donor. Also, carefully check the names of government agencies and foundations that gave you grants. The names people call these organizations in conversation are often shorthand for the full legal name that belong in your annual report. Stay away from acronyms, as most conservation districts and our partners understand and use them frequently. The general public, county commissioners, landowners do not. Number 10, tell donors how they can help you. Tell them ways to get a hold of you, ways that you've received donations, and never leave a potential supporter hanging, wondering how they can help you. Once you've inspired your readers with the good work in your annual report, conclude by telling them how they can help do more. Do you need support or expertise for a certain workshop or program you'd like to run? Ask them to volunteer. Remind them of planned giving options, tree sales, irrigation projects, other things your conservation district offers, and steer them to ways to use their credit card if available. Be clear and precise about the ways to help. For samples and ideas, as well as templates, you can visit our Conservation District Operation website at the following link. On this website, under the Grants and Direct Assistance tabs, you will see guidelines, templates, and annual report samples collected nationwide. The guidelines provide a simple checklist of things to include in your annual report: your district name, mission statement, supervisors' names, the contact information for your conservation district, and highlight 3 to 5 major accomplishments. Provide a summary of the financials, and photos, lots and lots of photos. While there are tons of free templates available online through Microsoft Word, through Google searches, or the internet, you are also welcome to use some of our pre-loaded Conservation District Microsoft Word documents. I will come back in a minute and show you how to download these. Further down on this page, you will see annual report samples that have been collected nationwide. Simply click on one that you would like to preview and you will see the general report of an annual report from a conservation district in another state in this country. There's everything from 1-page, 2-page to entire 50-page annual reports, as well as some PowerPoint presentations that were converted into annual reports. There are many different samples and ways to do your annual report. Now, if your conservation district board supervisors or district employees are struggling with the technical piece of this, feel free to go ahead and use our samples in our downloads on these templates. Simply click on one that you would like to see. This will bring up a preview window. You can glance at the general layout, get some ideas, what you would like to change. When you are ready to start working on it, click on the open button at the top of the window. It will open into a Microsoft Word preview. You cannot edit this or save this locally. You will first need to come over to this arrow and click on the download. Now this is in Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, or Firefox may be different. Click somewhere on your local desktop or wherever you would like to save this document and click Save. In Google Chrome, you are able to click down on the bottom left-hand corner where it says Template 2 and open it in Microsoft Word from there. In other web browsers, you may need to go back to your folders, to your desktop or wherever you saved it, and open it from this location. Once you open it, you may need to click on Enable Edit. And from here, you can edit the document, switch pictures, and really develop this on your own. You can also replace the text to say your own conservation district name. You can swap out the picture of the map. This has all the basic information on when your district was established, priorities, similar to the fact sheets that we did several years ago, and then focusing on the highlights of the district. Remember, keep it simple, short, and sweet with lots of photos. If you don't tell your success story, then who will? And in order to receive the $500 bonus payment, submit your district's annual report through the Department of Local Affairs portal by February 15th, 2020. For questions, contact the Colorado State Conservation Board office at 303-869-9041 or your local field specialist. Contact information, emails, and phone numbers are located on the district operation website, available at this link. Please let us know if you have any questions, and good luck.